Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine your body as an ancient, silent landscape that wants nothing more than to renew itself. Yet every night, right when it's ready to repair, you unknowingly block the process. Instead of giving it the quiet it longs for, you drift into sleep carrying leftover battles, anger you never released, worries you didn't put down, thoughts that never settled. Your body hears every bit of it. It doesn't shut down when you do. It stays awake, listening in the dark, holding what your mind refuses to let go. But here's the real problem. When you fall asleep carrying emotional weight, your nervous system never fully powers down. It stays on high alert, guarded, tense, bracing for something that isn't even happening anymore. You wake up drained, irritated, or strangely empty without knowing why. And it gets even deeper. These unresolved feelings don't just disappear overnight. They settle into the body, forming a kind of emotional residue. Over time, this residue changes the way you breathe, how your muscles rest, even how your heart responds to stress. Yet most people don't realize there's a quiet mechanism inside all of us that can release this buildup effortlessly. A natural reset button. The body tries to activate every night if only we'd let it. Tonight, I'm going to show you what that mechanism is and why mastering it might be the one shift that finally brings your mind and body back into balance. Before we continue, take a second to check in with yourself. If anything I've said so far feels familiar, if you've ever woken up tired, heavy, or mentally crowded, let me know in the comments. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Because starting today, we're going on a journey together. Not a complicated one, not one filled with endless steps or overwhelming techniques. This is a simple, guided path back to the parts of you that have been ignored for far too long. Throughout this process, I'll help you reconnect with your inner rhythm, release what your body has been holding, and rebuild a sense of calm that lasts beyond a single night. Think of this as a gentle reset, one you can return to anytime you feel out of balance. If you're ready, drop a eye, ready below. And let's take the next step. Long before modern science had words like nervous system trauma response or emotional regulation, ancient traditions already understood something essential. The body stores every experience we live through. They believed that unspoken emotions don't disappear, they sink deeper, settling into the muscles, the breath, even the subtle energy pathways that run through the body. In old healing practices, people recognized that nighttime wasn't just for resting. It was considered a sacred window, a time when the body attempted to cleanse, reorganize, and restore what the day had disrupted. But this restoration could only happen if the heart and mind were clear. If someone carried unresolved anger, sadness, or worry into sleep, healers believed the body would lock those emotions inside, turning them into knots of tension and exhaustion. These ancient systems also described a gentle internal current, something like a quiet river that moves through us when we're emotionally open. When blocked, it slows. When freed, it nourishes everything. And here's the fascinating part. Modern research is now confirming the same truth in its own language. We know that emotional stress tightens the breath, destabilizes sleep cycles, and keeps the nervous system stuck in a reactive state. So, when you feel tired even after a full night's sleep, it's not weakness, it's not laziness, it's your body saying, I haven't had a chance to reset. Tonight, you'll learn how to tap into that ancient reset one that still lives inside you, waiting to awaken. What ancient healers sensed intuitively, modern science can now measure with remarkable precision. Today, we know that the body runs on a delicate balance between two states of the nervous system: the sympathetic system, your internal accelerator, and the parasympathetic system, your natural brakes. When unresolved emotions linger, your accelerator never fully turns off. Your heart rate stays a little too fast, your breathing a little too shallow, and your brain remains on alert even when you're asleep. Studies show that this constant low-level activation disrupts deep sleep cycles, prevents cellular repair, and drains your emotional resilience day after day. Scientists call this emotional load or allostatic stress. But in simple terms, it means your body is doing too much for too long with too little recovery. There's more. Brain imaging reveals that suppressed feelings activate the same neural circuits responsible for physical pain. That's why emotional exhaustion can feel like heaviness in the chest, tightness in the neck, or knots in the stomach. The encouraging part. Your body also has built-in mechanisms to reverse this state. When you intentionally calm the system through breath awareness or emotional release, your brain shifts your hormones, rebalance, and your body begins to heal again. And that's exactly what we're unlocking next. At the heart of the Buddha's teachings lies a simple but profound truth. Suffering doesn't come from what happens to us, but from what we continue to hold on to. The Buddha taught that every thought, emotion, and memory becomes a seed. When we cling to it, whether it's anger, fear, or disappointment, that seed grows roots in the body and mind. He reminded us that liberation begins the moment we learn to observe our emotions instead of becoming entangled in them. To feel something fully, then release it gently is an act of inner freedom. In Buddhist practice, nighttime was seen as a natural moment for this release, a time to let the mind settle and allow the body to return to its original clarity. The Buddha's message was not to suppress emotion nor to fight it, but to let it pass through us like a wave, leaving no residue behind. And that teaching remains just as relevant today. Many ancient traditions and later Buddhist philosophy teach that the final thought you hold before falling asleep shapes the entire inner landscape of the night. It's believed that your last emotion becomes the tone your body follows as it resets, repairs, and reorganizes itself. If your final thought is frustration, your system processes the night through tension. If it's worry, your body navigates the night in a state of alertness. But if your last thought is calm or acceptance, the body finally receives permission to soften and restore. Modern psychology mirrors this idea, noting that pre-sleep mental states influence dreams, muscle relaxation, and even the depth of recovery during sleep cycles. This principle is simple yet powerful. What you carry into sleep becomes the lens your body uses to interpret the night, which means that a single mindful moment before bed can shift your entire internal world until morning. There is a brief window of time each night, small enough to go unnoticed, yet powerful enough to reshape your entire emotional landscape. I call this moment the 3 minutes gate. It isn't a metaphor and it isn't symbolic. It's a literal biological and emotional threshold that your body passes through right before you fall asleep. Most people cross it unconsciously. A few cross it with intention. Those who use it wisely transform their nights and eventually their lives. To understand why these 3 minutes are so important, imagine your mind as a river that has been rushing all day, collecting every worry, every irritation, every unspoken fear. As night approaches, the river should gradually settle into stillness. But modern life interrupts this natural slowing. Notifications continue, conversations linger unresolved, emotions pile up. By the time your head touches the pillow, the river is still moving fast, swirling with thoughts and tension. And then suddenly, there is a moment when the river pauses, not fully stopped, but suspended, waiting. This is the gate. It opens only once each night, right before the boundary between waking and sleep. And what you place at that threshold becomes the emotional instruction your body follows through the entire night. Ancient traditions knew this. They believed the last 3 minutes of consciousness held the key to spiritual clarity. Modern neuroscience, though using different language, confirms the same principle. As the brain transitions into sleep, it becomes highly suggestible. The emotional tone you hold in these moments is carried directly into your subconscious. Think of it like programming a device. Whatever command you give your system at this transition point becomes the operating framework for the hours that follow. Calm becomes recovery. Fear becomes restlessness. Clarity becomes deep, nourishing sleep. Tension becomes a night of fragmented dreaming and shallow breathing. What makes the 3 minutes gate so extraordinary is not just its influence over sleep, but its power to unlock emotional residue that the body has held onto for years. During this transition period, the brain shifts from beta waves associated with problem solving and alertness into alpha and theta waves, which are linked to memory processing, emotional regulation, and subconscious release. The protective filters of the mind loosen. Buried emotions rise gently to the surface. The body, sensing safety, begins to soften. This means that for a brief moment, you can communicate directly with the deepest parts of your inner world. But here's the part most people never realize. The gate can open 2 ways. You can enter sleep carrying the weight of your day, or you can step through the gate, free grounded and emotionally clear. The difference between the two shapes everything that happens after. When you cross the gate unconsciously, still replaying arguments, worrying about tomorrow, or feeling the tightness of unexpressed frustration, the nervous system remains partially activated. Your breathing stays shallow. Your muscles hold micro-tension. Your brain processes the night as if it's navigating stress. You may sleep for hours, but you do not awaken restored. Instead, you feel as if something inside you worked all night without rest. And in a way, it did. But when you intentionally enter the gate with awareness, even for just 3 minutes, the body receives a different signal. It is safe to release, and everything begins to shift. In the first minute, breath naturally deepens as the parasympathetic system engages. Shoulders drop, thoughts slow. In the second minute, the emotional residue from the day begins to loosen its grip. The body identifies what it no longer needs to carry. In the third minute, the mind hands the night over to the subconscious with a clear directive: restore me. This is why those who understand the 3 minutes gate often wake up feeling lighter, clearer, and more stable emotionally, even if they sleep the same number of hours as before. It's not the length of rest that matters most. It's the quality of the transition into it. Another important dimension of the gate is its relationship to memory consolidation. Neuroscientists know that the brain takes emotional experiences from the day and reorganizes them during sleep. However, the emotional label attached to those memories is heavily influenced by your pre-sleep mood. If you enter the night irritated, your brain stores memories with heightened sensitivity. If you enter with calmness, your brain processes the same memories with softness and clarity. This means the 3 minutes gate can change not only your night, but your relationship with the past. There is also a physical component. During these transitional minutes, your body begins shifting from external control to internal restoration. Heart rate variability increases, a sign of resilience. Digestive rhythms reset. Hormones begin to balance. The immune system activates its repair mode. Crossing the gate in a state of emotional tension disrupts all of these processes. Crossing it with inner stillness enhances them. But perhaps the most beautiful aspect of the 3 minutes gate is its accessibility. You don't need special training. You don't need complex rituals. You don't need years of meditation experience. The gate opens for everyone every night, whether you're aware of it or not. The difference lies in choosing how to meet it. To make this moment powerful, you only need to shift your internal state slightly. A single breath of awareness, a gentle release of the day, a simple intention whispered to yourself. These small acts carry immense weight at the gate because the mind is listening more deeply than usual. Spiritual traditions described this moment as the boundary between the conscious self and the deeper self, the space where your inner truth becomes more accessible. They said that what you bring into the gate becomes the seed of your dreams, your healing, and your awakening. Modern psychology again reflects this. The pre-sleep state is the most influential moment for emotional integration. So what exactly should you do during the 3 minutes gate? The answer is simplicity. This is not the time for complex affirmations or intense emotional processing. The gate favors gentleness. Acknowledge the day. Release what no longer serves you. Choose one stable emotion: calmness, gratitude, forgiveness, softness, and hold it lightly. Let your breath guide you downward like a leaf floating towards still water. Let your body know it can pause. Let your mind know it does not need to solve anything right now. The gate responds to sincerity, not effort. It opens wide when you stop trying to force peace and instead allow yourself to return to your natural state of ease. Most people who try this even once notice the difference immediately. Sleep feels deeper. Dreams become less chaotic. The body unwinds in ways it hasn't in years. You wake up not just rested, but emotionally lighter. And over time, something even more profound happens. You begin to heal in small, gentle increments each night. Old emotional patterns lose their grip. The body starts releasing tension it has held for years. Your mornings become clearer. The world feels less heavy. All from 3 intentional minutes, less time than it takes to check your phone. Less time than a commercial break. Less time than a single argument replayed in your mind. That is the purpose of the 3 minutes gate. Not to change you overnight, not to erase your past, but to create a consistent pathway, a nightly ritual through which you can return to yourself again and again. A place where healing accumulates quietly. A place where the body feels safe enough to rest deeply. A place where your mind finally stops fighting and begins listening. A place where you are no longer carrying your day into your night. The gate is there for you every evening, waiting with patience and stillness. All you need to do is show up. 3 minutes, just 3 minutes, and you'll feel the shift begin. The 3 minutes gate is powerful on its own, but to unlock its full potential, you need a gentle ritual one that guides your mind, body, and emotions into alignment as you step through this threshold. What follows is a simple yet deeply intentional practice designed to fit naturally into your nightly routine. It doesn't require special tools, knowledge, or spiritual experience. All it asks from you is presence. This ritual is divided into 3 distinct 1-minute phases. Each phase touches a different layer of your inner world: the body, the mind, and the emotions. Together, they create a smooth descent into rest, clarity, and emotional reset. Before beginning, settle into your bed. Let the lights dim or turn them off entirely. Silence your phone. Give yourself permission to step out of the noise of the day. The next 3 minutes belong entirely to you. Minute 1. Return to the body. The first minute is about grounding, coming back into your physical self after a full day of being pulled outward by responsibilities, conversations, screens, and decisions. Start by noticing your physical weight on the bed. Feel the subtle heaviness of your body sinking into the mattress. Let yourself become aware of your spine, your shoulders, your face. You're not trying to change anything yet. You're simply acknowledging the truth of how you feel in this moment. Take one slow breath in through your nose. Let it stretch your lungs gently. Then exhale through your mouth like you're letting go of something invisible. Don't force the breath. Don't try to sound a certain way. Just let it be soft, natural, honest. During this minute, tension begins to reveal itself. You may notice tightness in your jaw, stiffness in your neck, or a subtle ache in your lower back. Instead of reacting to it, imagine that you're shining a warm light of attention on each area. This light doesn't judge, doesn't criticize, simply acknowledges. This minute is your body saying, "I'm here. I've carried you all day. Thank you for noticing me." If you want to enhance this phase, place one hand over your chest or abdomen. Feel the rise and fall of your breath. This simple contact tells your body, "I'm safe now." By the end of this first minute, your nervous system will already begin shifting gears. You'll feel a subtle settling, a quiet internal exhale that tells you you've started the descent. Minute 2. Release the day. The second minute is where the emotional work begins. This is the heart of the ritual, the moment where you choose not to carry your day into your night. Bring to mind the general feeling of your day, not the specifics, not the stories, just the emotional tone. Was it heavy, rushed, irritating, disappointing, beautiful, too full, strangely empty? Let whatever rises rise. Now imagine that your day is a backpack resting behind your shoulders. It's not tied to you, you're simply carrying it. Inside are experiences, conversations, emotions, small stressors, and things you didn't have time to process. During this minute, your job is to gently remove that backpack and set it beside your bed. This doesn't mean ignoring your experiences. It means acknowledging them and choosing not to sleep with them inside your nervous system. Here is a simple phrase you can whisper or just think silently during this release phase. The day is done. I release what I don't need to keep. Say it with sincerity without effort. Let the meaning sink beneath the mind and into the body. If certain emotions feel sticky, like frustration, regret, or worry, don't fight them. Simply breathe them out gently, one exhale at a time. Picture them dissolving into the air. Each exhale is like sweeping a room that has grown dusty without you noticing. Some nights you'll feel a strong release. Other nights it will be subtle. Both are okay. The ritual is not about forcing change. It's about allowing space. By the end of this minute, your emotional load will feel lighter, even if just by a few degrees. And that small shift is enough. It creates the exact softness your system needs to cross the gate cleanly. Minute 3. Planting the last thought. This final minute is the most important. It is the moment where you plant the emotional seed that your body will follow throughout the night. Choose one feeling or intention, just one. Not a list, not a wish, not a complex affirmation. Simplicity is what makes the gate listen. What do you want your body to feel as it rests? What do you want your subconscious to hold on to? What emotion do you want to carry into the morning? Here are gentle options you can choose from. Calm, safety, gratitude, softness, forgiveness, enoughness, letting go, peace. Pick the one that feels closest to what you truly need, not what you think you should choose. Sometimes the most healing intention is the simplest. I want to rest. Once you choose, breathe it in. Let it sit warmly in your chest. Let it become the subtle tone of your inner world. Then anchor it with a final phrase, something short enough to remember, but powerful enough to guide you. I'm safe. I'm letting today go. My body knows how to rest. I choose calm. I release and reset. I am enough for today. Repeat it once, or repeat it until your mind softens. You'll know the moment it lands. Your breath deepens, your thoughts loosen, and your body feels as though it's settling into itself. This minute is where the gate opens fully. This is the moment your emotional seed drops into the subconscious. This is where the night receives its instruction. When you perform this ritual consistently, your system begins to trust the process. Over time, the body will begin shifting into calm more quickly because it recognizes the pattern. The gate becomes easier to enter. Sleep becomes deeper. Mornings become clearer. How the ritual works on a deeper level. Though the steps are simple, each minute touches a different layer of your human experience. Minute 1 calms the nervous system. You're signaling safety. Muscles soften, breathing slows. The body shifts out of survival mode. Minute 2 clears emotional residue. You're preventing your day from leaking into your night. This is where emotional detox begins. Minute 3 programs your subconscious. You're giving your mind a clear, intentional, emotional directive. This shapes your dreams, your recovery, and your morning state. The ritual works because it respects how the body truly functions. It doesn't push, it doesn't demand, it doesn't overwhelm. It guides gently like a hand resting on your back, not forcing you, just encouraging you towards stillness. Common mistakes to avoid. Here are the things people often do that weaken the effectiveness of the ritual. Overthinking the process. This ritual is not about doing it right. It's about doing it sincerely. 2. Choosing too many intentions. The gate responds to clarity. One emotion, one tone, one direction. 3. Trying to fix problems during the ritual. This is not the time for planning, analyzing, or solving. The goal is releasing, not controlling. 4. Forcing yourself to relax. Relaxation cannot be forced, but it naturally arises when the body feels safe. If you follow the 3 minutes as gently as they're designed, your system will do the rest. What you may feel after the ritual. People often report a deep, slow descent into sleep. Fewer racing thoughts, less tension in the chest or stomach, more grounded dreams. A feeling of waking up emotionally lighter, more stable, calmer mornings. A sense that their inner world is rearranging gently. Reduced anxiety over time. A softness that carries through the next day. Some people even notice old emotional patterns dissolving not through effort, but through consistency. Healing doesn't always come with fireworks. Sometimes it comes quietly, 3 minutes at a time. Why? 3 minutes is enough. 3 minutes seems too small to matter. But the truth is, the human mind doesn't need long, just precision. The transition into sleep is a neurological doorway. During this time, mental resistance drops, emotional barriers soften, subconscious channels open. The body becomes highly receptive. The mind absorbs emotional tone like a sponge. 3 minutes is all it takes to imprint a new state into your system. It's not the duration that matters, it's the timing, closing the ritual. As your last minute ends, stop trying. Let the intention fade naturally into the darkness. Let your body take over. Let sleep come on its own. You've already done everything you need. And as you drift into the night, your system carries a single message: restore me. To truly heal, you must first understand a simple truth. Your body is not a machine you live inside. It is a living intelligence that lives with you. Every emotion, every breath, every memory leaves an imprint on your physical form. Stress hardens muscle. Fear shortens breath. Joy softens tissue. Peace deepens rest. Your body doesn't simply respond to life, it participates in it. It is your first witness, your quiet companion, your oldest protector. For years, many people believe healing is something external, found in medicine techniques or routines. But ancient traditions taught the opposite. The body already knows how to return to balance the moment the mind stops interfering. When you surrender the constant inner fight, self-criticism, rumination, control, fear, the body immediately shifts into its natural rhythm of repair. Cells regenerate, hormones recalibrate. Energy that was trapped begins to flow again. Healing isn't summoned. It is uncovered, like removing stones from a river so water can move freely. Your body never works against you. It adapts to your thoughts, your pace, your inner storms. If you live in tension, the body becomes tense. If you live in fear, it becomes guarded. If you live in constant urgency, it learns to never fully rest. But the moment you offer it, softness, even 3 minutes of genuine stillness, it responds instantly. This is the philosophy at the heart of ancient healing. The body heals when the mind steps out of the way. Not by ignoring your feelings, but by giving them space to breathe. Not by forcing silence, but by allowing noise to settle naturally. Not by demanding change, but by surrendering the need to control everything. Healing is cooperation, a partnership between your awareness and your biology. When you understand this, sleep becomes more than rest. It becomes a meeting place, a sacred pause where your body whispers, "I've waited all day for this moment. Let me take care of you now." And all you have to do is allow it. Human beings often experience themselves as fragmented thoughts rushing in one direction, emotions pulling in another, the body exhausted and the breath shallow. In this scattered state, inner peace feels distant and healing becomes delayed. Yet ancient wisdom and modern science both affirm a profound principle: we are whole, not separate. And the moment we reconnect, the mind, body, breath, and intention, life begins to move with clarity again. 1. The mind, the director of inner energy. The mind gives shape to experience. It frames perception, chooses meaning, and sets the pace at which the nervous system functions. A distracted mind accelerates stress signals. A centered mind communicates safety. Integration begins when the mind shifts from constant reaction to gentle awareness. Not controlling, not suppressing, just noticing. This simple act of observation creates the space where healing can arise. 2. The body, the ground of all experience. The body anchors you in reality. It carries your history, your habits, your resilience. Every tension pattern, every breath pattern, every posture reveals the state of your inner world. When disconnected from the body, you live in your head, racing, analyzing, surviving. When reunited with the body, you return home. Sensation becomes guidance. Stillness becomes nourishment. Movement becomes expression. True integration depends on treating the body as a wise partner, not a silent servant. 3. The breath, the bridge between worlds. Breath is unique. It is both involuntary and voluntary. It happens on its own, yet you can choose to guide it. Because of this dual nature, breath becomes the perfect bridge between the conscious mind and the unconscious body. Slow, steady breathing instantly shifts the nervous system into repair mode. Rapid, shallow breathing activates survival mode. When breath is harmonized, the mind softens. The body loosens and energy flows with natural ease. Breath is not merely air, it is communication. 4. Intention, the subtle force that aligns everything. Intention is not a wish. It is the quiet clarity beneath your actions, your inner direction. When intention is scattered, energy leaks. When intention is clear, the entire system organizes around it. Intention gives meaning to the breath, focus to the mind, and coherence to the body. Even a simple intention, "I choose calm," or "I allow rest," can reshape your inner landscape. Intention is the compass that turns practice into transformation. 5. The integration, a unified inner rhythm. When mind, body, breath, and intention align, you no longer experience yourself in pieces. You feel one movement, one rhythm, one presence. Stress loses its grip. Sleep deepens. Emotions become fluid rather than overwhelming. Mental clarity returns. The body enters natural healing mode because nothing within you is working against itself. Integration is not a technique, it is a way of being. And it begins with a single moment of presence. A breath, you feel a thought, you recognize a body you honor, an intention you trust. That moment becomes a doorway back to yourself, whole, coherent, aligned. As we come to the end of this journey, take one last slow breath and feel the quiet settling inside you. You have opened doors within yourself that many people never touch. You've listened to your body's hidden language, softened the noise of the mind, and given your heart a place to rest. Now, to seal this practice, we close with a simple but powerful oath, an inner promise that anchors the transformation you've begun. Repeat silently within yourself. I return to myself each night. I release what does not belong to me. I honor my breath, my body, and my inner truth. I choose peace over noise, clarity over confusion, and presence over rushing. Each day I come home to my own heart. This is not a vow of perfection. It is a vow of returning again and again to the place where your spirit feels whole. As this session ends, imagine a soft light surrounding you, not as something mystical, but as the quiet recognition of your own awareness. Let it represent your resilience, your sincerity, and the deep intelligence that lives inside you. Know that you carry this light into sleep, into waking, into the challenges and beauty of tomorrow. You are not stepping away from the practice, you are carrying it with you. May you rest in ease. May your mind settle gently. And may your inner world remain a place of peace, clarity, and grounded strength.